Hello and welcome to Gaming View. If you are new here, make sure to drop a like and subscribe on the channel as it's greatly appreciated and helps out a lot. Now today's video, I'm basically going to go through my Vita physical collection, talk a little bit about Vita, where I'm going with the collection as well, what's my actual aim and all that kind of stuff. But to begin with, this is my Vita and I do own a lot of digital games. I've got a lot of the PSP, PlayStation 1 classics, things like Call of Duty, Minecraft, all that stuff I own digitally. God of War collection there as well, Ratchet and Clank, Silent Hill, all digital. A load of little indie games I'm working through for easy platinums, don't judge. But on to the physical collection. Now I've recently started replaying Vita a lot, and I just wanted to bulk up my physical collection of Vita games. I started off with Lego Marvel Superheroes here. I picked this up from my local store, and yeah, it wasn't the best quality. It was covered in stickers, so I didn't actually see all this damage on the box, but the cartridge was in there, which is fine. And Amazon do sell replacement boxes, which is quite nice, so I'll definitely be picking up a couple of them because there are a couple of these boxes that need replacing. Next up, we've got Rayman Legends, a game I own on pretty much every platform, but definitely worth picking up on the Vita. If you're not going to play this game on the Vita, best to play it on the Wii U and vice versa, because it does have a lot of touch.
And another thing that I really enjoyed from Stadia is the actual controller itself. Now, the controller has to be one of my very favourite controllers. It's definitely up there. It's so comfortable, and the battery life wasn't too bad, and it actually helps Stadia play a lot better. I remember the promo where they said chefs designed it because a knife designer, so it's suitable for all hands, and I firmly agree that they definitely put some effort into the controller, and it's such a shame that they didn't have some sort of hardware to go with it other than just the little puck thing. But the controller was really good. It connected to the same Wi-Fi as Stadia, so it meant that the games you were going to play actually synced up better, and it reduced the input lag and all that kind of stuff. And that is true. I believe them in that, well, at least in my experience. And that is my experience, of course. Everyone's different, and everyone experienced Stadia in a different light. And I remember when it first launched, there were many people like really not happy with the service, and that's absolutely fine. But I was happy with it, and to be fair, I still am, and I'm kind of a little bit gutted that it's going away. So I can't actually just go, you know what, I want to play Destiny 2, but I don't want to sit through updates on my Xbox or PlayStation 5. I just boot up on Stadia because those updates have already applied. So I will miss that, but all in all, lessons learned from Google. I think cloud streaming is definitely still it's becoming more prominent. So every major system now has cloud streaming. PlayStation 5 has cloud streaming, Xbox has xCloud, and Switch do have cloud versions of games run on various degrees of success. But cloud streaming is just not mainstream enough, unfortunately, for an actual console concept. And that's where Stadia really fell down, I think. Everything else worked for it. Stadia had achievements, it had online multiplayer, it had all this kind of stuff. The Pro subscription was a bit weird, where we'll let you play in 4K with this Pro subscription, but you also get some really good games to play while you're at it for free, as part, well, not for free, but as part of your subscription. You get monthly games as well, which was also quite good. And the store offered various discounts. And yeah, I did buy a lot of games. I'm kind of glad I did, because I got quite a nice little refund back. Thank you very much, Google. Again, you didn't have to do that. Not many companies would have done that, but I appreciate it. And I also appreciate the latest news. That is that I think they're going to allow the Stadia controller to be used with different Bluetooth devices. They're going to do something in the near future with that, which is good for me because I really love that controller. But that would just about do it. So a fond farewell to Google Stadia. A good try maybe try again, or sell your Google tech, your streaming tech to other companies, because it does work really well in my experience. But that'll be it for me and this video, and for Stadia definitely. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you again.
Collection. Same with Uncharted, the launch title of choice for many for the PlayStation Vita. If you're an Uncharted fan, you will instantly get to grips with this. There is a lot of motion and touchscreen and what have you. And if I remember correctly, there was quite a nice puzzle where you actually put the camera up to a light, like a light bulb or something, and you would see through this bit of paper on screen. It's very clever what the studio, Ben Studio, did to this. It wasn't Naughty Dog who made this, but still quite good and definitely worth the collection. Both those games, by the way, I did get in a shop, second-hand shop, and both I own digitally, but obviously to save space, get them physical. Soul Sacrifice, I never played this when the Vita came out, so it was definitely on my list to pick up, and picked it up in store very, very cheaply. It does come with codes, but the codes have expired and or don't work. It's kind of like a Monster Hunter type game. I haven't played much of it since picking it up, but I will crack on into it, only on Vita. Freedom Wars, yet another Monster Hunter type game, but you're like a prisoner and you've got to take down monsters to reduce your sentence. Pick this one up in store. I got this on digital via PlayStation Plus, but of course PlayStation Plus sometimes expires, so again, worth adding to the collection, only on Vita as well. Now this one's definitely worth adding to the collection. It's the physical version, the Japanese version, with the English translation as well. Not voice is still Japanese, but the subtitles is in English, in-game manual English and what have you, as this was not released in Western territories at all, despite the other 2 or 3 games being released. Is it 2? There was one on PSP and one on the Xbox and Xbox 360. So yeah, the other 3 games being released in the West. This is a definite collector's item because its value is quite high, and that is the reason why I've picked it up. I did get it off eBay, and I watched the price drop and pounced when I thought the price was quite good and good enough to make a return on in the future. And we got Dungeon Hunter Alliance, which I got off eBay. I remember playing this demo back when the Vita launched and liking this game, but actually never picked it up. It's a Diablo style game, and this was definitely on my list to pick up, and I have done. Not available on the digital store either, so it's definitely worth picking up a physical collection, a physical copy of that for your collection. Now, Resistance Burning Skies is a first-person shooter. I actually really enjoyed this game. I played. All you have to do is play through it and play a multiplayer match, I believe, and you get a platinum. So it's quite an easy platinum, and it's a decent game as well. I definitely enjoy the Resistance series. The Muppets Movie Adventures is a game I did not know came out on the Vita. It is only on the PlayStation Vita as well, only on PlayStation. Sony published the game. It's made by Disney. This one I picked up fairly cheap, with the notion that it's going to go up in value when the digital store gets shut down, because, you know, it's a licensed game that potentially goes up in value. Army Corps of Hell, which is I believe it was a launch title, because I remember playing a demo and not actually liking the demo, but now I've played it when I picked it up physically, and it's alright. You go from basically platform to another platform, destroying enemies as you go about in a Pikmin overlordy type way with heavy rock music. Definitely worth picking that one up. And I have noticed that since I did pick it up, the price has risen a little bit on it, which is quite nice. Now this one I got off Amazon, and it's annoyed me because the picture did not have an American age rating on it. It had the European one, and it came sealed, but with the American age rating, so it's kind of annoying. I did open it because I do like to play the games I own, and as it was an American copy, I just thought I would open it anyway. Lego games are quite cheap and still relatively, you can still relatively find them all over the place sealed as well, so they're good for replacement copies, replacement boxes. Same with this Top Trumps Turbo, a sealed game. This was only £5 on Amazon. How could I refuse such a bargain, especially for a box, a box replacement box? So that's why that's there. I will probably open it, but I doubt it. Invisimals is Sony's Pokemon take on Pokemon. Basically, this came sealed from Amazon again for like £8. Really good price. I'm going to give this a proper go. I've only literally just installed it onto here, and I'm going to give this a go because why not? It had a fair few games, so I assume it's going to be quite popular. Now, I had no idea this came out on the Vita, so I picked it up. It's a very slow turn-based game set in Warhammer universe. It's not available digitally, and the box copy was, I think it was about £20, which isn't too bad. I can see this game in particular going up in price, as I very much doubt they've produced many copies of them. But who knows? I could be wrong on that one. But anyway, there we are. That is my Vita collection, what I've got. I do have hundreds more games on digital, and a lot of these games I do already own digitally, but I want to start translating these digital games into physical copies. So when I pick them up, when I see them at a good price, I will pick them up to add to the collection. And I will do another update video as well, because the PlayStation Vita, I don't think gets enough love, and it's definitely one of the best consoles out there. It's my console of choice when I travel, you know, even with the Switch. The Switch is quite big, this is quite pocketable, so whenever I travel I take my Vita with me, a couple of these cartridges, and my digital collection there. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you again.